Hi everyone, thank you for tuning in. This is Suzette Volcy with Transformation Daniel 21-Day Fast. I am so sorry I didn't get a moment to really post this video up, but I hope you enjoyed this one. I hope you are doing well. I really want to hear from you. I know you have a chance to hear from me via the video, but however, remember, I did set up a blog so we can stay in contact. It's at hopeoutreachint.blogspot.com. Go and read your supporters, your fellow fasters' comments, and also put down your experience, your concerns, and your questions. Now, I don't promise that I will be putting a video up every day, but however, as I feel led by God, I will try my best to go ahead and post. Now, I really hope that you're having a great time with God, because I am, and we are in the process of cleaning up. I know that it's still a few days into the fast, that when we have companies coming over, when we invite somebody over, we do our best to receive them well and in a clean place, in a clean environment. Can you imagine God, our Father, who loves us so much, who has the plan of our lives in his hands, to have him over, to have him in a clean place is what we desire and what we should seek for. So in the next few days, as you prepare, I hope that's exactly what you're doing. You're listening to God. You're following his direction. You are going his way so you can find exactly what he has in store for you. Now, this is day 3 of the fast. You know what? I know that people said in the past that God has a sense of humor. I discovered that he truly does. You know what? Also, I can't begin to explain to you how great I feel and energized that I am eating the food that God intended for us, spending time with him in meditation, cracking up with him. I asked God, well, what do you want me to get out of this day? I'm seeking you. I want to hear from you. Quietly in my spirit, I heard road rage. I'm like, really, God? Road rage? What is that? But it clicked to me. Remember when we started this fast, we said we're going to look at 3 things: direction, protection, and prosperity. Anybody who's thinking about direction, you can imagine driving a car, maybe on a highway. Have you ever been driving and a driver just dropped in front of you unexpectedly and you reacted in a way that was not pleasing to God? Before you know it, it's either you have cuss words or fingers going up, places where you are involved in a road rage. Guess what? God has a plan for our lives. That's what he tells us in Jeremiah 29:11. Plan to prosper us and not harm us. But also the enemy knows it. There are some things that will stand as obstacles on our way, even as we head toward where God wants to take us. And sometimes it's not even the next person who is the bad road rager. It's us ourselves who keep ourselves from reaching the place that God wants us to reach and enjoy it. You know what? As we set ourselves up on this path that God has for us, let's not allow ourselves to be our own road rager. I'll tell you right now that God knew that we will have road ragers, and they come in the form of bitterness, unforgiveness. Bitterness is known to be off of the seed of the root of unforgiveness. Now, if you feel that you've been weighed down, like you're just struggling in this, you are trying your best, you're eating the right food, you are praying, and you are meditating, but for some reason something is just not working out right, check your unforgiveness basket. Is there somebody that offended you, that you offended, that you need to let go, that you need to go to them and release everything and say, you know what, I will let go and let God? Let me tell you, I know you may say, well, the person never apologized, I was never wrong. Forgiveness is not about the next person. It's about freeing yourself. God wants you to be free. And the only time that you will enjoy, his package for you, you have to be able to forgive the next person. And he so knew that in Mark 11, verse 25, he said, if you stand praying and you have anyone in your heart that you have not forgiven, go forgive them first, and then I, your Father, will hear your prayer and will forgive you and your trespasses. So God think that is so important. He wants us to really know that we appreciate his forgiveness, that we really pay attention and we enjoy his forgiveness. And the only way we'll enjoy it is when we are able to forgive the person who done us wrong. You know what? It's not about being offended or being the offender. But even now, I'll tell you, God may have forgave you for something that you asked for forgiveness, and still you haven't forgiven yourself. And your road and your path seems so slippery you can't make make it. It's because you are taking your place and you are taking God's place in your life. What's He already done, you don't have to deal with anymore. I will encourage you to go on, let go and let God. Trust that God has this beautiful road. He wants you to enjoy it. He wants you to enjoy the scenery as you go there. Do not let unforgiveness rob you of what's rightfully yours. God is telling you today that His eyes is on you. If you go and read Psalm 32 verse 8, He said He will instruct you in His ways. If you can keep your eyes on God, you will see that His eyes are on you. If you let not the distraction of unforgiveness, bitterness, resentment hold you down, you have a bright future. You should go for it, because really God is taking you seriously, because you took Him seriously and took 3 weeks aside to seek Him. So He's more than ready to take you on that bright future, but you don't want to let unforgiveness hold you back. You know what? Let's fast forward this year with the anticipation that what we see now is more waiting for us beyond the tunnel. God has a bright future for us, but yet we will clean up. We will remove the obstacles. We will pass the road rages. We will not be our own road rager, and see exactly what God has in store for us and enjoy it. May God bless you. Stay tuned. Watch the videos. Like them. Go on the blog and let me know what you're thinking. Until next time, I'm praying for you. You continue to pray for me also. May God bless you. I love you. Bye-bye.